Will be in row 17, Mr. Excitement, right next to his old friend Ricky Stenhouse Jr. They've had some issues this year. We'll see if they can keep it clean early. Then Cody Ware, Noah Gregson, and then final car on the field, J.J. Yaley.
Saw Gregson there in row 18, really good at this track a season ago, finished inside the top 10. As we anticipate the green flag, we hear from our pit reporters, and we start things off with Danielle Trotta. Good afternoon, Danielle.
Hi, Double A. Yeah, 2311 Racing is back in the headlines this week after losing their charters per a court order in their ongoing lawsuit against Nascar, meaning that Bubba Wallace running as an open car today. Wherever his car finishes, he'll only receive 1/3 of the purse money. That's a huge financial hit for the organization. But competition-wise, his crew chief Charles tonight told me nothing changes. Our goal to still get into the playoffs. They're in the 16th and final spot, just 3 points above the cut line. Charles also knows that Bubba Wallace has no top 10 finishes in a cup car here at Dover. So I said, what's the goal? He used a golf analogy and said, we have to hit it straight down the fairway today and keep it in the short grass. Alan?
Danielle, it's been a summer of struggle for Kyle Larson, which is weird to say, but for the first time, the driver said it's really getting to him this weekend, especially. Just one top 10 in the last 4 races. That is not the standard of a former champion or any Hendrick car, but if there's any place to turn it around for Kyle Larson, it's here. Nearly 1,000 laps led in his career, just one win, never with Team Hendrick and never in this Gen 7 car, but his crew chief, Cliff Daniel, said if there's any driver that can adapt to all the unknowns we have this weekend, it is Kyle Larson, but he's got some work to do. He starts 25th today. Marty?
Alan, you mentioned it, unknowns coming into this race. I just asked Denny Hamlin moments ago, what do you think about that? He said, I love it. I think it's fantastic. He said, actually, I think we should practice less. I love no practice because no driver has been able to study data to figure out how they can get better for today's race. So he said, we're going to see a speed discrepancy throughout the field that we normally don't see. It's going to be a chaotic, fun race to watch today here at Dover, Adam.
Hamlin doesn't need practice, right? That sounds like a true veteran who has wins here. Time now for our Race to Know-How presented by Napa Auto Parts.
Yeah, keep them tires happy. You talk about the tire wear. Also, air pressure. When you beat the tires up,
You see the stage breakdown right there, Steve.
Yeah, 121st stage, 130 stage 2, 150 the final stage. Around 100 laps on fuel. Interestingly enough, a competition caution at lap 35 to just take an eyeball on those Goodyear tires to see how they're wearing.
And now we do the roller coaster ride that is Dover.
Yeah, this is so fun. Dropping down 24 feet from the top of the straightaway down into the bottom groove of this racetrack. It's the same on both ends of the racetrack. It's slippery. We had some rain overnight. I know that the judge
Lights are off on the pace truck.
Next gen car, he's got to be a little careful about how closely he is behind the car in front of him. But he can probably, really, is a try to get the car out like they're going to get in the corner and feel this thing out for a couple laps, understand where the
Chase and Chase.
Chase Elliott takes the outside lane to his left. Chase Briscoe. It's always intense when you come to Dover. 400 miles. It's a monster ride. We are green.
Saw Bubba Wallace still on top of 3 wide, trying to take a few spots earlier, turn 1 and 2. The 45 of Reddick diving down to the bottom groove, getting in line there.
Bell shoots up to 3rd, and it's Chase Briscoe who jumps to front of Chase Elliott for the race lead.
SVG doing a great job right here, just managing, being smooth, going to give up the spot to the 71 of McDowell. Logano's going to continue to push the issue. A little bit of a block farther back. Legacy teammates, the 42 and the 43. Oh, checked it up from the 34 on corner entry.
Todd Gilliland slow into the corner. Everybody had to react.
Not a lot of room here for 3 wide. It's pretty wide in the corners, but very narrow on corner entry. Gilliland backs out. I love that idea.
Gilliland falling back. He ain't happy with his car.
Feels a little uncomfortable. He's a little timid on entry to the corner. A lot of drivers in the Xfinity race yesterday screamed about how loose this racetrack felt compared to last year, wondering what the drivers are dealing with now.
38, Zane Smith. Truck Series win here for him. 28th as he tries to pick up a spot driving to the inside of Nemechek.
This problem for Shane is now getting worse, guys.
We'll see now that he runs the bottom if he can drive it in with any sort of confidence or if he'll come to pit road. I think he's coming to pit road this time by Steve, slowing the car down, trying to get off the banking onto the apron there.
First cup start here, did run the Xfinity race a season ago in Dover. Talking Shane Van Gisbergen, unscheduled stop 11 laps in to this opening stage.
Now, the good news is with the competition yellow, he would be eligible for the free pass to get at least one of his laps back. He'll lose a couple. Pitting here at Dover, Long Parrot Road. It's only a 1 mile racetrack. Into his pit stall in front of Danielle.
Yes, Steve. Something is broken in the front of the car. That's what Shane is saying the diagnosis is right now. Luckily, they've won 3 races in the last 5 weeks. Not getting off to a good start here in Dover. They were planning on using anything they learned here today to help in that first round of the playoffs at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, this is just unfortunate. The most important thing for Shane is laps to learn. But as they continue to look at the 88, it's heating up front. The 19 of Briscoe has company. The 9 to Chase Elliott running that higher groove.
Yeah, Chase really